Hi everybody, welcome to another one of our awesome videos. I am Paige Libbert. I am one of the consumer technology specialists here at Mid-Continent Public Library, and today we're going to talk about going live on YouTube. So we did a one on Facebook, so now we're going to do YouTube. So what you're going to need, you'll need a computer or a mobile device, an internet connection. You're going to need a camera and mic or speakers and a headset. So today I will be using my built-in camera in my laptop, and I have a headset with a mic on it, so I can kind of just talk into it. But you can do all kinds of different things. You can use webcam. Some people are using just the cameras on their mobile devices. Um, some people literally can use camcorders and stuff because if they have Wi-Fi capabilities or Bluetooth capabilities, they can connect directly in, and so you can kind of go live that way, almost like live TV. You can do external microphones. They have those little desktop ones that are pretty cool. And you can do all kinds of stuff. And then you're going to need your login information for YouTube. So you have to be able to actually, log into YouTube. You can go live without having any special accounts or anything. But you may run into some roadblocks on the way. And I'll kind of try to give you an idea of what that looks like here as I demo. So without further ado, let's go take a look. All right, so here I am on YouTube. This might be a familiar scene for a lot of you guys. Don't judge me too harshly on what you see here in our recommended videos. I am on our test account, Matilda, so she is actually used by all of the people in the Mid-Continent system who want to kind of just go check out different services and learn about them. So might look a little bizarre when you get in here because there's not really any consistency on what people look at. So to go live on YouTube, I'm already logged in. You can see I'm up here in my little account. You can just click right here, this create video, or this little create icon looks like a little camcorder with a plus button. So I'm just going to click on that. And then so I can choose to upload a video or go live. And so you're immediately given some options. You can go live right now. Or you can set it up for a later date, so you don't have to go live immediately. If you know you're going to be going live on like the 15th of the month, whatever month it may happen to be, you can go ahead and schedule that ahead of time, so you don't have to worry about it the day of. You can kind of set up a lot of your settings and things prior to any of that. Today, I'm just going to go ahead and go live right now. And then it gives you the option, so you can choose how you're going to kind of go live. So I'm using the built-in webcam, so there's no extra setup for me. But you can use streaming software or additional things, and so those are going to be your external cameras and things like that. And you can always just click on Learn More to kind of figure out what it is those would qualify as. For today, I am just using a built-in webcam, so I'm just going to click Go. And then you get to give it a title, Testing. And then so right now you can see that it's set to public. If I leave it to public and I go live, anybody who finds the stream is welcome to watch. That means the video afterwards, if you save it, is also going to remain public on your account. So it'll be public on YouTube, so anybody could search out testing and can actually find this video if they want to. But there's a nice little drop-down menu here. So you can also choose to be unlisted. So when this goes live and afterwards, when it just exists on YouTube, it's unlisted. So you can only find it with the link. So somebody has to share the link for you to have access to it. Or you can do private, which is only viewable to you, and then you can share that video out afterwards if you want to. It's kind of nice. So for today, I'm going to do private just so you can kind of see what it looks like. I again have the option to schedule it for later. And this is kind of a nice thing, cool thing, sad thing maybe, I'm not sure. But to make sure that your videos are legal and are not going to be of content that is not okay for kids, you get to choose if it's made for kids or not made for kids, and you can actually add age restrictions. So I'll scroll down here so you can see that. So you can set it up so that it's viewers 18 and over. I'm going to say it's not made for kids. I guess kid could watch this if they wanted to. It's just me talking, but you can do that. Kind of what that does, if you say it's made for kids, it does kind of make it available for that YouTube Kids. and so they would be able to watch it there. But you can also choose to restrict it to 18 plus. If I click on more options, I can add a description. More testing. You can choose a kind of genre category. So this one's people and blogs, but you can pick from several here. So you can kind of see you got all kinds of choices to choose from. This kind of just adds tags kind of in their own way to the video, so people can kind of, if they do a search for just how-tos or something like that, this video could pop up if it weren't private. And then it kind of tells you where stuff is connecting from. So this is using my integrated webcam. So that's the camera that's in my laptop. It's using my default headset, which is the headset is currently on my head. If I have different pairs of headphones plugged in, I could choose from those. I can also choose to use the built-in microphone in my laptop. However, my voice does not carry, and my microphone in my laptop is about a foot away, so you couldn't hear me if I used that. So headset it is. I could also do advanced settings, and that kind of goes back into, so you can allow chat, but it goes back into letting them know if it's going to have like product endorsements or anything like that, because there could be some legal things they need to figure out. So just keep that in mind. With that, got all my settings figured out here, so we're going to click next. There's me. Hi. So it takes a quick thumbnail. That's terrible. But there you go. A quick, terrible thumbnail picture of me smiling at my camera awkwardly. You can edit all of your stuff here if you need to. You can retake the thumbnail if you'd like, or if you want to upload a custom one. So if you have something that you know you want to do, you can do that. You can switch out your stuff. You can see that this one is set to private. You can click on edit and switch it out if you need to. For right now, I'm just going to go live so you can see what it looks like. So give it a second. So we're live. It's going. So you can see the live counter up at the top. It says live, gives you seconds. You can see that nobody is watching it. Nobody has liked it because it's private only to me. So only I get to see it right now. I can add some reactions. So if I want to add a custom emoji, I can come down here and be like, hey, YouTube emoji, and then just send it, and it'll pop up in here in the chat for me. So you can see that Matilda sent me the little YouTube thing. I can talk, so I can add chat bubbles. Here is a bubble. I can't spell today, but there we go. So here's a chat bubble, just so you can kind of see what that looks like. I'll show you what it looks like on the end for other people when they're watching here in just a little bit. Down here, you have this little counter. That's just kind of letting you know about how long you're going. You can mute yourself if you want to. If you want to share, you can click on that, and it brings up all of the options for sharing. Because this is private, they may not be able to access it, so just keep that in mind, though it may be available once you're done being live. You can end the stream. You can edit, so you can come in here, and then you can just change some of those settings again. So you can switch it from private to something else. You can change the category. You can change your thumbnail. If you have any playlists, you can create or add them to a playlist if you've created any of those. You can mess with your options, add any tags. So if you want to just be like, I don't know, videos, learning. So you can do tags like that. You can also do language. So you can set your video language to be English, which is somewhere way down there. I'm not going to scroll, might make you dizzy. So you can set your title and your video language to English. You can do your caption certification. So you can tell them if it's ever aired, if there's any captions basically already there. You can do your recording date and locations, any licenses that needed to be there if you're using products. You can allow embedding. You can do your comments, and then the live chat, you click on that, and it kind of allows you to do make some choices there. So you can enable the live chat, which I already have. You can enable slow mode, which actually makes it so that people have to wait before they can do messages, and you can allow live chat to replay. So we'll save. I didn't really make any changes. You can switch up here at the top. So right now it's showing top chat. You can switch that out to be other things. So you can do live chat instead. You can pop out the chat, and then you can toggle the timestamp. So if you don't want a timestamp to be on any of those chats that come in, you can turn that on and off. And you can also pop the chat out into its own little side window if you would like. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and end this stream just so you can see a couple other things. So I'm going to end this. So the stream doesn't stop immediately. So you can hit end stream, but it doesn't stop stuff, as you can see. So my counter is still going, and I can choose not yet. Maybe I just accidentally clicked end stream. So I could choose not yet. It would just take me right back to the live stream, and I could keep going. In this case, I do actually want to end it. So end. And then it gives you information about the video itself. So I can see that there's been one playback, which was me. My peak concurrent viewers was still me. The total watch time, so how long I was actually like watching, interacting, it doesn't count all of the time because I was sort of away from the window. So the average watch time, you can see that there are no new subscribers, which doesn't surprise me at all because I'm not paying attention. I'm not subscribing to my own stuff. And the duration total was 3 minutes and 42 seconds. So I can dismiss this, or I can do the edit in studio. For right now, I'm going to dismiss. I'll show you the edit in studio here in a little bit. I did want to point out up here at the top, your share button is back, so you can share this video. Or if you want to start a new stream, you can do that as well. So I'm going to click dismiss. And then that takes you to a place where you can manage all of your stuff. Right now, there's no upcoming streams, so there's nothing for me to manage. I can schedule a stream if I want to. If I click on this webcam over here, this basically lets me start a new stream. Same with this stream as well, so you can kind of get a lot more information in there.
Alrighty, so here I am. This is my iPad screen. Might be familiar to those of you who have seen my videos before. I kind of wanted to show you something on the iPad. I want to show you kind of what YouTube looks like here, and kind of a fun little, maybe not fun, but a little thing to kind of help you learn a little bit more about going live on YouTube. So I'm going to swipe over here to YouTube and just open it up. So this may look somewhat familiar to you. You know, I've got my suggested videos here. It's kind of just a longer version of what I am normally using on just the web-based version. So here, instead of having that handy dandy little camcorder in the top right, I have a plus button on the bottom center. I'll tap that here in a minute. So going live and using your mobile device is a little bit different. I am not using the webcam, obviously, on my laptop because I am not using it at the moment. And then right now I'm actually just talking at my iPad. So I am not using a headset, I'm not using a mic or anything, aside from what is just built into my device. So if you are wanting to go live on a mobile device, that can be an iPad, it can be an Android tablet, it can also be your phone, so Apple or Android. But if you want to use any special kind of headsets or cameras, you have to make sure that they can work with that particular device. So either it's Bluetooth enabled or has the appropriate plugs and adapters to work with the device. A lot of more modern iPads, iPhones, Android phones don't have headphone jacks anymore. So kind of keep that in mind if you're wanting to plug something in. You may have to have an adapter, or they may have to be Bluetooth eligible and enabled. So just sort of keep that in mind. So without further ado, let's pop in here so I can show you something that I find to be both lovely and annoying. So this is the kind of setup, getting ready to go live if you want to. You can record from here, and that just allows you to record video like you normally would on your device. So you can record whatever videos you want to record using your mobile device, but they are not live. So they're just recordings that you can then upload to YouTube and use just like you would any other video. If you wanted to go live, you just tap go live and you meet with disappointment. I kind of learned this while I was testing some stuff earlier. If you are on mobile and you are wanting to go live on mobile, you actually have to have had an account probably for a little while. So Matilda's account and my personal account don't meet the eligibility requirements for going live, so I am sad that I don't get to show you how that works. You do have to have at least 1,000 subscribers to go live using mobile. You also have to have a verified account and at least iOS, I believe 8. And there's a couple other smaller restrictions that you have to meet to actually go live on your iPad or on your mobile device. So kind of a bummer, but I did want to show you a little bit what it looks like. I'm still going to show you some things from mobile because I can access other people's live streams, so just keep that in mind. I'll be able to at least show you what it looks like to watch stuff on mobile that's gone live. But if you want to learn more about going live on your mobile device, just tap that Learn More option, and it will take you to this whole wonderful help page that will bring you through all of the lovely stuff to help you go live on your own personal account.
All right, so here is another little alert that you might see when you are trying to go live. I wanted to show you this one as well because it popped up for me as I was testing for this video on Matilda's account. My own personal account, I can go live whenever I want, at least on my computer, not mobile, sadly. I am not that popular on YouTube. I'm not popular at all on YouTube. But on Matilda's account, I tried to go live to test and discovered that you have to wait 24 hours to essentially activate your account for live streaming. So once you try to go live and it's not activated for live streaming, this little alert pops up. You can click Learn More to figure out what's going on. It's essentially verifying that you're not crazy. That kind of goes through to see what's going on with your account, making sure that it's not spam. But it's literally 24 hours and I was ready to go the next day. So you just kind of have to wait. So emphasizing, I guess, here that if you're going to go live or you're planning to go live, do some test runs ahead of time just to make sure that everything is set up and ready to go for you. Otherwise, you could run into this alert at a very bad time. So keep that in mind.
All right, so we are back here on the iPad again. I wanted to show you what it looks like to kind of interact with the live videos, especially after the disappointment of not being able to go live on mobile. But you can still interact with live videos and stuff on your mobile device. So you can go in and find all the videos you want that are live and kind of hang out. So here we go. I'm going to go into my Google app here because I have sent myself an invitation to go watch one of these videos. So I'm just going to go work. And I'm just going to click this link. So I created a live feed that is unlisted so that people don't get to see all of everything that I do here. So I can pop in and here I am. Yay. So I have gone live. I am live on YouTube on my computer. What is kind of fun and bizarre is that I am currently logged in as Matilda on both devices. So when I interact, it's going to kind of bring up Matilda as who is interacting on both of them. But you can kind of see if I send one from my computer, send myself a little heart here. Give it a second and it will actually pop up in the chat here on the bottom. And then I can reply back if I want to, which is kind of cool. So there, the heart came through. So there's a little bit of a delay. Part of that is because I am not necessarily on the live feed. So when I tap on this, you can kind of see I have some options here. I can pause it. I can tap on live, and I can like catch up to the live feed itself. I am not necessarily, you don't necessarily have to be on the exact live feed. You can go back and be later in the feed. So if you jump into a live feed or a live video kind of halfway through or part of the way through and you wanted to see the beginning part, you can actually just move that little line back so you can see where my little counter is. It's kind of bumping up against that right edge. I can just back up that stream and start from the beginning. And you can watch my antics and goofy faces I've been making at this camera for the entire time I was trying to get this set up. So you could go back and look at that. You can pause the feed, so if you need to walk away and you don't want to miss something, you can pause it and then just watch it kind of from that point on. I can turn on closed captions in some cases. I can go full screen if I wanted to. That's what this little screen with the Wi-Fi thing is. or actually down there too. I can see how many people are watching. So right now I've got live chat as my option. If I tap on this little bar, it gives me the option to do top chat or live chat. I'm doing live chat right now just because why not? There are 2 people watching. It is me, the person creating the video, and then me watching it on my iPad. If I tap the X, it just makes the chat go away. If I want to chat, I'm on my iPad, so it looks a little different. I can come down here and tap. So it says to chat publicly as Matilda. It brings up the keyboard on my device. If I wanted to do anything, I could just type hi and then send, and that will come through. And it pops up for me on my computer, which is cool. I can also send emojis, so if I just tap on that little smiley face, it brings up the various YouTube emojis. So we'll do little dabbing dude and the kitty cat in the box. And I can send that, and then it'll pop up on whoever's doing the live feed. It'll pop up in their chat. If they're doing live chat, they'll be able to see it that way. If they're doing top chat, a lot of times it's those that are getting reactions, so other people can react to other people's chats. So that kind of thing. So you get the idea. This is kind of what it looks like. If I wanted to switch between the emojis and the keyboard down here on the bottom left, there's a little keyboard symbol, so I can just switch back to my keyboard. In the bottom right, that little X just makes the emoji keyboard go away, if it'll go. So that's kind of what it looks like to go live on the computer and watch on a device.
So this is the live video I was doing. I just kept the stream going, and you can see still that there are two viewers, or there have been 2 viewers. They were both me, but there were 2 viewers. But I did want to show you, so I've been in the stream this time. And instead, so I'm going to go ahead and end. And instead, I'm going to click on the Edit in Studio, just so you can see kind of what this looks like. And I will warn you, it does not always load quickly, which is kind of a bummer. I absolutely suggest that you learn more about using the studio and how all of it works, just because there's a lot of moving parts. It's a different app on your mobile devices, so the YouTube Studio is actually an app that you can use. It's just slightly different outside of YouTube itself. But yeah, do absolutely click on that Learn More, just so you can kind of get an idea. So right now, I can edit and apply elements on my timeline. So if I click Get Started, it loads in my video very slowly. I sat and watched this for forever the other day on my home connection, which is okay, and it just took forever to bring in. But I wanted you to kind of see your options here, that you can trim stuff out. As you get more features, you can do that. I can bring this up and look at myself much larger. I don't want to, but I can. But the nice thing about this is, in addition to trimming, you can start to get more information about your video. So you can go in and you can edit your details again if you would like to. This is helpful for if you're going to share stuff across devices, if you're going to share this video later on, because this video is saved. Once you go live, it doesn't just poof away. The video still exists elsewhere. It's just saved and is no longer live. It was kind of one of those was live situations. So it stays on YouTube. You can publish it on YouTube if you would like to. And that's why you would maybe want to come in and change the thumbnail, change the description, add playlists, add tags, add subtitles, anything else that you want to do. You can see I took another terrible thumbnail just for fun. You can also look at the analytics. So this is going to give you the information about what was going on while the video was live, and then any interaction that it has beyond that. So you can see if you get any subscribers, any more views. You can see the reach. So once it's published, if you want to publish it publicly, you can check the reach and engagement that way. And then your audience, you can see if there were any unique viewers. It's not showing any unique viewers because it was me on Matilda's account on both devices. So it's not going to let me see anything there. And then comments. You can bring up any comments that were in there. Because they were both me, it's not going to show up. And then if there were any that were held for review, you can do that as well. So this will be comments once the video has been posted. And you can go into settings. So if there's anything that you're using with money, any information for your channel itself, any of your upload defaults, permissions, you can see that our owner is currently Matilda, and then the community, and then any agreements that you have. So that's kind of what it looks like in the studio itself. If I go back to editor, it has stopped its loading thing. It just takes a long time. And honestly, for trimming videos, I use other things. But it's a really cool thing. It's a really cool service. So just keep that in mind as something to go play with. All right. And that's all we got. That is essentially going live on YouTube. I hope it made some sense. It's a little bizarre, but it's very similar across a lot of devices going live and doing live video. Um, People going live on YouTube are covering all kinds of topics, doing whatever the heck they want, just generally keeping in mind to keep it appropriate in some way, shape, or form, but kind of depends on what you want to do. But you can find videos on YouTube literally covering everything. People do unboxings, so if they get some of those like mystery boxes, or if they get a cool product, they can do an entire recording, a live video of them like unboxing this particular product and showing people around and all of that. People do videos showing people around their houses, doing crafts, working on cars, just talking. There's all kinds of videos on YouTube. You can find probably anything if you search for it for a second. Sometimes they're live, sometimes they're recorded, sometimes they were live and they are just left on YouTube to be viewed later on. There is an option on YouTube just to click, like there's a little live tab in the YouTube page itself, so you can go find live streams that are available and just go watch them. They're really cool because you can interact with people live. You can kind of saw that chat popping up back and forth, and people do interact that way, and you can interact with other people in the chat, not just the people who are going live. So I think it's a cool feature. If you liked this video, and I hope you did, I encourage you to go tinker with YouTube Live. It's a good way to kind of get into doing live streaming and live video. But it's also a good way to share and interact with people using video. You don't have to go public with it. You can do unlisted and private that way, and kind of create your own videos. But if you like this video, you want to see more videos like it, please find us on Facebook and YouTube. We are on YouTube. So on Facebook, we are the MCPL 360 Facebook page. You can find all of our video premieres there, as well as all of our older videos. But the new videos premiere every Tuesday at 2, every Wednesday at 1, and every Friday at 1. You can also find our premieres on YouTube, as well as all of our other videos. They're all separated into handy dandy playlists to make them easier to find. So just hop on YouTube and search for MCPL Mo or MCPL-Mo. You can find all of our stuff there. We do have the MCPL Consumer Tech Resources playlist under the created playlists, as well as I think about 12 or 13 other playlists with stuff broken down a little bit into different categories, makes them a little bit easier to find. So come find us, come watch our videos. We don't really go live very often, ever, but we do keep our recorded videos there, and we really hope that you would come hang out with us. And with that, thank you for joining us. Thanks for coming to hang out, and have a great week.